So are you contemplating heading out there this weekend? Can't put it off forever, you know. We've heard about a busy Christmas market in Bath, heard about businesses, however small, being told to get themselves online so they don't miss out on trade this festive season. But what tricks are retailers pulling on us this year? Kate Hardcastle's an expert on the industry. She runs the consultancy Insight with Passion, based in West Yorkshire. She's on the line now. Hello, Kate.
Good evening, how are you?
Very well, thank you. It's a very busy time, isn't it, for retailers? Do they actually need to do much at this time of year to attract customers? Wouldn't they just flock in anyway?
You'd like to think so, but those days are far gone, I'm afraid. I think, the competition in the marketplace, the fact that we're all using our devices to try and be the savviest shopper we can be, means that retailers have got to attract you to their premises and not another. So generally we're in the mood for shopping a little bit, and that increases there. But we're very, very recession sort of sore with our finances, and we're looking for the best value for money out there. So retailers have got to work incredibly hard. It might not feel like it, but they do, to get your customers. And
they do that by what? By their advertising or by the displays they have in the windows so that they can grab you as you walk past?
Well, it's everything at the moment. It's all kinds of trickery, from what we call trickery, which might be a smell that you smell, the smell of mince pies wafting over, or the hot chestnuts roasting, or it might be some brass band playing somewhere, or your favourite Christmas music, right through to the very tactical, which is the best prices, constant advertising, trying to pull at your heartstrings with penguins, trying to do everything they can just to get your mind thinking about them and thinking about their brand. But the thing is, it's such a crowded marketplace right now, and we all know that instead of just looking down at our phone and be able to contact someone, we can look down at that device and we can find out in seconds where's the best place to buy something and where's the best value I'm going to get and where is their stock. And therefore, it means that they're working harder to get you in there, because when we are in there, our impulse to shop changes, and we still will be persuaded to buy things up to 60% of the time. So we might go in for one item and then we see another offer, we see another extra value and think, yeah, we'll grab that too. And that's really where the retailer's making the money. That's that extra time in store and those extra purchases. So a lot of the measures they're looking at is what they would class as how much is in your basket, how much are you going to spend, how many items, and how long are you staying in store. And those are the tricks really that they're working on. How can I keep you here longer? Which is almost like, IKEA.
Well, it's very true.
You in forever.
Well, it's great that they can get you in there. And yes, I can clearly see why they would want to sell you more and more and more. But if those shops, even the big shops, absolutely stuffed to the gills with people, and we heard about the Bath Christmas market a moment or two ago being described as like staring into Christmas hell because there were so many people. I mean, does customer service, does it stay high or does it just go out of the window at this busy time?
Customer service is a challenge in this country full stop at the moment, and I would imagine a lot of your listeners will all be sat there having had an experience that they weren't happy with in the last month. That's how frequently we're getting bad customer service. And yeah, it's such an easy opportunity to sell more, because actually if people help you and help provide what you need, you're more likely to buy more in store. Yet the training is so lax, and customer service isn't just about the desk that you take returns to. It's the way we interact. It's the way that we look at people. We make eye contact, the pleasantries, the going above and beyond, getting to the supermarket, having done your big Christmas shop and thinking, I haven't got the brandy sauce, or, I haven't got the goose fat, and just thinking, I can't be bothered to go back, and having that really helpful person there saying, no problem, I'll go get it for you. So customer service comes in many different ways, and the busier the stores get, the more, it's not that it's forgotten, it just gets harder to provide, but it's an essential time for it, because it's actually the stories of Christmas and the people that went above and beyond that last you a year through. There used to be the Woolworths analogy that, basically they would be in the red until about October, November time, and then, Christmas was the time that they made it into the black. And that's the story of Black Friday as well, the first time maybe that the retailers had actually been in the black, and because it's such a profitable time. But you imagine that if you do a good job right now in your busiest time, you're going to earn loyalty, and loyalty is the thing that's going to take you through to next year. So part of my job is doing all the psychology on customers, which I love, and I'm so a champion of customer service and the customers. I love us getting proper value for money. My grandparents were shopkeepers. They had to work so hard for their customers, so I love that. But at the same time, I'm helping retailers to be better providers and to keep our high streets alive, because although we are moving more and more online, there's nothing that beats actually being able to go into a shop and see something. And
of course, and I want to pick you up on that point, if I may, Kate, because we heard a moment or two ago about a tiny, tiny little cycle shop in Northampton. told it absolutely has to have a really smart online presence. I mean, is it really important for even tiny businesses to be very sophisticated online? Because that's not really how they've built their business up.
It isn't, and retail is very challenging right now. And if you were aware of the autumn statement, you'd probably be aware of the discussion around business rates and how expensive it is to actually have a premises. So the first advice I would give to any retailer is, why would you not take any opportunity and use it? You know, why would you limit yourself? If it's a relevant offer and you can set up a website very economically these days, even yourself, why wouldn't you take that? But please don't think for 1 second you're going to open a website and the world's going to come, you know, and suddenly the Kardashians will start shopping there and you'll get customers in America. These are things of fables. It's just as hard as to promote that. It's just more economical to promote it. So, you know, they talk about Amazon and Harrods and comparing them and how much Harrods actually has to pay to make the money it does because of its physical premises. And what I want to do is get that balance of still having a high street, but maybe being a savvy retailer and trying to use the online offer and how little that costs to set up, as well as having something in store where you can meet people and build relationships. That's still important.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks, Kate. Retail expert Kate Hardcastle from Insight with Passion.